Where have all the ants gone? First, we have to start with the question. Does temperature determine ants coming out of their homes? And if so, what happens when the temperatures fluctuate from hot to cold? The prediction. My prediction is that the ants will die in the cold. I believe seeing the ants by my tree was just an anomaly. So we have the question and the prediction, and now we need a plan. First, I need to choose a location. I saw the ants at the base of a tree in my courtyard, so we're going to do it there. I created a data table, and then I logged my temperature daily, as well as visually checked for the anthill and the ants present near that tree. Finally, after I collected all of my data, I filled in my data table and then researched ant survival requirements online. Here's my data. You can see that almost every day, regardless of temperature, I still saw the anthill. However, when it was colder, it seems the data reports that I did not see the anthills. But look here on day 13. There's no anthill and no ants present, yet it's 50 degrees. What happened here? We can talk about day 13 soon enough. First, let's back up and get to the research. I needed to first find out research about the specific ants that were in my tree. After looking at images online, I discovered that the ants in my tree are actually carpenter ants. And carpenter ants prefer dying, dead, or decaying trees because they're very moist inside. Also, I learned that ants are very good for the environment and that they compost those trees by eating them back into the soil when the tree is actually dead. Now the data research. Ants and temperature. I learned that ants do a thing called overwintering. Basically what that means is that they drop their body temperatures very low and go into hibernation. They slowly conserve themselves. If the weather dips up and down a lot, they may never overwinter at all and just keep on working. Ants hibernate in the bark of trees or underground, which explains that I saw them near my tree. Now let's combine the data and the research. What did I find out? I found out that ants do not die in the cold. They simply put themselves to sleep. Most of my ants probably showed up because Mother Nature was playing one of her dirty little tricks on them, making them think that it was spring when really she had a lot more winter in store for them. With the information gathered, I now have a new question. Is my tree in the process of dying? As I showed in my data table, the temperature did have a direct correlation to seeing ants in their homes. I can safely infer that if it was warm, I saw them, and if it was cold, they went into sleep. But what happened on day 13 to my anthill visibility? The plot twist. My fear came true, and much to my surprise, I went out to collect data walking my dog like I always do, and there were 3 men outside digging holes all throughout our courtyard. Human interference had ruined my aunt's home, at least that top roof of it at the base of the tree. I hope they're all safe inside the tree. Not pictured here is one happy husband that fiber internet is coming soon to our neighborhood. The takeaways. Doing this project taught me that anyone can be a scientist. All you need is curiosity or a question. I learned that temperature affects all living things, even the tiniest of ants. I also learned that people's good intentions can interfere with science. Testing my ideas can give me answers. I don't have to just simply pull up Google every time I have a question to learn the answer. I can explore it on my own. Lastly, I learned that getting an answer to one question will likely lead to a new question, or 5.